What you believe you are and what you believe you have is what you will manifest. But here's the thing. Here's the semi-trick to this all. Hey y'all, it's Taj. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm back today with some more free tea. If you are new to this channel, we transmute energy and ascend. We talk about things like the law of attraction, the law of assumption, creating our dream realities, and simply being the best version of ourselves. So for today, I want to talk about the concept, everyone is you pushed out, and why understanding this concept is so important when it comes to manifesting. Everyone is you pushed out is simply a concept that means every person that we meet that's in our experiences are just a reflection of how we feel about them, what we think about them. People are going to see you how you see yourself. People are going to treat you how you treat yourself. And what you think and feel about yourself is how other people will think and feel about you as well. Everyone is playing a role in your reality based on how you think and feel about yourself and how you think and feel about them. Meaning we have the power to change how people show up in our reality by simply changing our thoughts, our dominant thoughts and feelings and opinions about them. But here's the thing, here's the semi-trick to this all. Most of the times, our dominant thoughts and feelings and opinions about a person are based on how that person has been showing up and been acting in our lives, right? So it's like, for example, with me and my dad. For years and years and years, my dad showed up in my reality as someone who I felt like when I asked for something, it was always no. When I needed something, it was always like, why do you need that? You know, it was just like a no. Things would never go my way when it came to that relationship and me asking him certain things. So I'm like, okay, so did this mean the whole time that I was projecting my thoughts and feelings, opinions about him, which is why he showed up to me in that reality? And I was like, but why would I think that in the first place? And we think these things about people based on the actions that they've been displaying already. So people act a certain way and we just take that and run with that, and that becomes our dominant thoughts and feelings about that person. You know, it's almost like if you run into a butthole and you're like, okay, this person, that one interaction or that one experience with this person, 9 times out of 10, you're going to automatically start thinking to yourself like, okay, this person is just a butthole. And then that person keeps manifesting in our life that exact same way. So we have to, in order for everyone is you pushed out to work in our favor, we have to kind of ignore how they've been previously showing up in our reality. And we really don't have to go down the road like I did with my dad. I kind of went down a road of trying to figure out how he started showing up in my life like that in the first place. Like, was it always me? And I kind of went down a rabbit hole, if you will, and I got to the root of that. I was like, well, maybe he's been showing up in my reality this way because I myself had some childhood trauma or things that I needed to heal within myself. For example, I always expected my dad to, I would tell myself, you know, like, okay, I'm going to ask him for money to help me pay a bill. I already know he's going to say no, though. I already know he's going to say no, but I'm going to ask him anyway. These are my thoughts. This is what would go through my head. So of course he would say exactly what I would think he was going to say, which was no, or I don't have it, or where's your money, or you need to be more responsible, things like that. I would think he would say these things, so he would. So, but still, I was still questioning, like, well, how did he even start to show up in my life this way? Like, what was it with me? So for me, I had to go through a stage, and we all go through stages where we have to grow and learn and develop as a person and kind of start to heal and remove those traumatic blocks that are inside of us. So we all have to grow and heal from our trauma. Well, I had to grow and heal from being emotionally unavailable to myself, meaning and that kind of manifested in me not feeling all the way worthy, or me not feeling like I was good enough or enough. And so because of those deep-seated, deep-rooted thoughts and beliefs I had about myself that were kind of in my blind spots that I didn't see, those were the reasons why I automatically thought that my dad would automatically say no. You know, on the surface it was like, well, he's just gonna say no because he's just being mean, or he's just being a butthole, or whatever the case. But underneath that, once I dug a little deeper, I realized that I had my own trauma to heal, and I had to heal some things in me and had to redefine my self-worth. And so once I got to a point, so it clicked, and I was like, well, and I wrote this all down on a sheet of paper too, but I was like, okay, so I went back to that turning point that I had with my dad, because my dad and I have a really, really good, close relationship now. And there was a turning point. It kind of switched from him always saying no, or I don't have it, or where's your money, or you have to be more responsible, to him just automatically saying, yeah, sure, no problem. And so I was thinking like, well, when did this shift happen? And there had to be a shift in me. If everyone is you pushed out is a concept that is working and real, whether we are consciously aware of it or not, then there had to be a shift in me first for him to then follow lead and shift how he responded to me. So I realized that this shift in him happened when I began to heal, when I began to redefine my self-worth, when I began to feel like I was enough, when I began to feel within myself that I was worthy and that I deserved support and help from others when I needed it, including my parents. So when I changed this mindset and this belief within myself, then it's like I started to feel like I deserved. There was not the thought of he's just gonna say no. I think that kind of just all shifted. It was all kind of subconscious, but not. So it kind of shifted from when I would ask him, I'd just be like, you know what? I'm just going to ask him and hope for the best. I just had a really positive mindset about it. And I was going to say slowly but surely, but not even slowly but surely. I mean, instantly, once that shift happened in me, it happened in him and in our relationship. And like I said, now it's a totally different dynamic. And so that's just one example of how I know that everyone is you pushed out is such a real and true concept, because it is, people show up in your reality how you think and feel about them, or think and feel about yourself. So I said all that to say, if you are having experiences in your life or relationships with people and they're not showing up how you want them to show up, or how you are expecting them to show up, then you really have to reevaluate how you feel and think. What are your dominant thoughts and feelings about that person? Are they showing up exactly how you think and feel about them, or how you think and feel they would? And if so, you have that, either way, you have that control. So we all have to change our perception and really, really be aware of the dominant thoughts that we allow, that we entertain. We have to be aware of the dominant thoughts that we entertain about ourselves and about other people in order to get something more positive reflected back to us. Because again, everybody in our experiences are playing a role that we have assigned to them, and they are just mirrors, okay? They're just reflecting back to us either how we feel about ourselves, and how we think about ourselves, or how we think and feel about them in particular. So when it comes to everyone is you pushed out, remember these 4 things. People are going to see you in the same way that you see yourself. People are going to treat you in the same way that you treat yourself. What you think and feel about yourself is how other people will think and feel about you. What you think and feel about other people is how those people will show up in your life. And last but not least, what you believe you are and what you believe you have is what you will manifest. So that's the end of this very short video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to explain this and give you guys some sort of clarity when it comes to everyone is you pushed out. So until next time, I'm sending you guys peace, love, and blessings. Please be sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time.